I think we should have an intro to this one, too.
No, it's episode 0. There is no intro. The intro is the episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Hapless Heroes podcast. I'm Francesco. I am one of your hosts and DMs. Welcome to our second campaign. Nothing is wrong. Everything that we've done so far and the amount of times we recorded this is only once.
Yeah, this is the first time. Everything's going great so far.
It's going great so far. I have a wonderful cast of characters that we want to introduce to you tonight. We want to introduce our characters, who the cast is this season, and just, a little bit about how we're going to be starting things off, because we're going to be doing things quite differently this time. If this is your first time listening to the Hapless Heroes, if you're jumping in here because we start a new campaign, awesome, welcome. We hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a wild ride because most of it is made up and nothing really matters. So if that's your thing, welcome. You are here amongst kindred spirits. If it's not, give us a chance anyways.
Most of it's made up. One of us is actually magical. During the next 7 years, it'll be up to you to guess which one. And it's not who you think.
So I'm going to regret saying this. I'm going to regret saying this because our last campaign took 7 years to complete. So, we'll know, who knows where, how long things are going to take to.
That'll be 2030.
Oh, don't say that out loud.
No. I don't want to. No, let's not put numbers to things, okay? Let's just not put any more numbers to things. In fact, I'm going to stop talking about time at all, and I'm just going to instead introduce some of my favorite people on the planet. For the longtime listeners of the show, you may recognize most of them. There's going to be a couple new faces here, and I can't wait to introduce them to you as well. So let's start just by going around the virtual room.
They can't see our faces, friends.
Let's start by going around the virtual room, and I will introduce their voices.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
To my virtual and actually physical, right? We have Nicole. Hi, Nicole.
I'm going to be 42 when we finish this.
No, stop!
Time is just an essence.
So it is a we.
We're going to be 42.
Oh, I'm 42 when we're starting this.
Oh my God. Boy.
It's going great.
Nicole is here. Hi.
Hello.
Thanks. Thank you.
Hi.
We have John. Hi, John. Hello.
Hello.
We have one of our new cast members would love to introduce our friend Lewis. Hello, Lou. Lou, say hello to the world, to the radio world of the ether that you're talking to.
Hi there, everybody.
Nice. It's not at all what he sounds like. It's even better that he introduced
I don't know what you're talking about. This is my real voice.
Yeah,
usually he
always
uses
sounds
his,
great.
Yeah, you're committed
voice
to that shit until they're 42.
I'm 42 right now, buddy.
No, you're not. You need
I
to
feel like I just
stop.
got transported to a 1920s baseball radio show.
Right?
Either that
We're
or
just
South
talking
Park
about that.
Canadian.
That's what I was thinking, too.
We have Mike. Hello, Mike. Welcome back.
Hello. Thank you for having me back.
We have another new cast member. We have Sebastian, a.k.a. Seb. Hello, Seb.
Hello. It's nice to meet you.
He's using a fake voice, too. I can't believe this. What is wrong with all of you?
You want me to use my real voice? Sorry. Hey,
We're supposed to use this episode to bring people in. And I guess, you know what? I guess like this is a good preview of what you can expect.
This is who we are.
This is who we are.
now.
Yeah. You can either run now or you could just commit. And I promise you might like at least some of it. Which is my glowing review of our podcast.
And for our existing listeners, you can rest assured that the new cast members will fit right in.
Yeah, nothing's really changed.
Of course, we have my co-creator, my partner in crime, one of my favorite people on earth. We have Dave returning. Obviously, couldn't do this without him. Hi, Dave.
I am so excited to be making this trip over again. I'm so ready.
Yes, and continuing to make my life difficult in oh so many ways, but I can't help but love many ways. We have Zach. He's back. Hi, Zach.
Clap.
So, I'm going to do my best to keep things on the rails, but one of the things that I would like to tell you about the type of show that we do and the type of role playing and type of things like, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. This is an actual play show. For those of you who don't know, we do a fair bit of home brewing. And let me tell you, when I say that we've done quite a lot of home brewing for this particular campaign, we'll get into those details in a little bit. But we've kind of embraced the improv nature of Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing games in general. And, I think that if you couldn't have sussed it out by now by the vibe that we all have between us, it's very much just, we really focus on the comedy and, even though, we do try to tell good stories and have things that are more than just laughs, right? I think we've had quite a few emotional moments over the years, I'd say, doing this show. But really, it's more about just like, we're all just trying to have a good time, play this game that we love, roll some dice, tell some fun stories, and make each other laugh. And if we make you laugh, that's awesome. That's just great.
That's so nice.
So let's talk about the campaign a little bit. If you had listened to our Between Two episodes, which we totally already recorded and aren't about to record after this episode, you will have heard that we're doing something akin to Spelljammer, which is essentially D&D but in space. However, a lot of the aspects of Spelljammer didn't necessarily fit the kind of like sci-fi, like magical sci-fi vibe that we wanted to achieve with the types of stories we want to tell. We really wanted to have something that was more like modern to futuristic, but with still those elements of fantasy and the things that make it recognizable as D&D and Spelljammer and all these things. So through a variety of our own personal home brewing of things, combined with some amazing like supplements that we've, acquired through the DMs Guild and otherwise, from other amazing home brewers, we've sort of created this custom setting. We're kind of taking a big leap away from sort of Ed Greenwood's Forgotten Realms type things, and we're kind of trying to craft our own established universe. And that was sort of what the end of our last campaign really was supposed to leave off on, with that note of like, there's sort of been this new future that's been created here and we really wanted to just make our own essentially established hapless universe, because
I'm taking a huge leap away from Forgotten Realms because I don't know what that is.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Sorry for all the D&D like massive fanboys out there, please forgive Zach.
And me. I mean,
and John.
I've learned a lot playing just this podcast, so
yeah, and that's fair, right? And so like but like at this point, right? Like like Zach, John, you guys, your only D&D experience for the most part really has been this podcast. Like you guys learned to play D&D throughout the course of the show.
And Fran, hopefully a good portion of our listeners, because I want this to be as welcoming as possible to people who maybe aren't so familiar with Forgotten Realms, which I don't know what that is.
Well, they don't have to be now. See, that's the beauty of it. We are not doing something in the Forgotten Realms. We are using a lot of things that are adjacent to that. We're using a lot of like very, we're keeping a lot of the core rules the same. We've just sort of painted a layer of sci-fi over all of it, essentially.
There's a piece of me that wants to believe that Zach is doing a play on words and it's just not coming through.
No,
really,
I wish I were
no.
that clever. If I'm playing on the words, I still don't get it.
Forgotten Realms.
Yeah.
Oh,
I see what, but yeah.
Again, this
No,
is
I
not
can't-
the
I
Forgotten
can't have
Realms. I
forgotten
cannot
it
stress
because I
enough
never
how
learned
much
it in the
this is
first place.
not the Forgotten Realms.
I gave Zach too much credit.
We've created our own pantheon. Hell, we have our own internal source book that we're using for all the stuff that between Dave, myself, even Lou and Seb, and all of us to a degree, we've all sort of like chipped in to kind of build out this universe and this world that we're creating here that we're going to ultimately try to explore at some point.
Fran,
Well,
I have
before
a
we get to-
question that might surprise you. What is Forgotten Realms?
It's a good question.
Forgotten Realms is the world setting that was created by Ed Greenwood to essentially in which many of the established D&D published adventures and novels and other things have been told through and have been set in. So most of the things you know about D&D have been established via the Forgotten Realms and the characters and stories that have been told within that setting.
But we're
And
not
have
doing
some
that.
of our favorite
We
games.
are not doing that. Yes.
So why are we talking
Like
about
Baldur's Gate.
Because I'm telling the
1 through
audience,
3.
for fuck's sake, dude, I'm going to
Yo, he came in on some chaos energy today.
No, this is
He
every
chose
episode.
violence.
I am trying to establish for our audience what their expectations can be. That's what this episode is for.
Zach is helping.
Is he?
Not the way that you want, but he is helping to establish for the audience what to expect.
This is very brave, Nicole. You're the only one who's physically in France.
So we're doing Remembered Realms.
That's a
We're
better
doing
name.
the Hapless Heroes established universe that we made up with our own brains.
We're doing future imaginary realms.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we
You
go.
gotta put
Thank
the
you,
universe in
Nicole.
there.
You're
'Cause we
welcome.
want Disney
yeah.
to buy us.
We're doing the future imaginary realms universe.
Great. We're off to a great start, everybody.
Yep.
My favorite episode.
If you're still
So far.
here, thanks. Obviously, what you hear is what you're going to get for the next however many years until we're well into our 40s.
We said we were going to stop
Disney.
talking about that.
If you're
No,
from
it doesn't
Disney,
matter
call
now.
me. Call me up, Disney.
Hey.
But let's try to bring the focus back to what we're trying to do here, please. So, one of the things we're going to be doing a little bit differently this time is instead of starting with level 1 characters who are effectively sort of your fledgling heroes, we're applying a concept that I've seen a lot on the internet, and I'm sure some of you may be familiar with who are listening to this. We're going to actually be starting with level 0 characters, so average Joes.
Average is optimistic based on some of our roles.
That's true. We did
So
roll our
optimistic.
character stats for the first time because, like, I know for the
Facts.
last campaign we just kind of did like point by. So this we have a good mix of different stats and things, and some people got a little luckier, some people didn't. It's going to be really fun when these things come up.
Yeah.
But let's go around and just because we haven't chosen our classes necessarily for the start of this adventure, we do have jobs. So I would like to just maybe introduce, what world we're starting on, where our people are at, and who our characters are in the grand scheme of things. And for that, I'm actually going to turn the mic over to Dave for a minute because Dave is actually going to be carrying us in to the first adventure of this campaign. Since I started the last one, he gets to start this one. Hi, Dave.
Let's
Tell us a
go.
little bit about what we can expect.
What can we expect? On a planet far away from Teldoria, a world was starting to take its first steps into the lands beyond. They'd already explored their own solar system, discovering a planet called Verdara with life quite a bit like, but also quite a bit unlike them. After years of both scientific and magical research and study, the people of Concordia Prime are ready to make the step beyond intrastellar and into the interstellar. The science has been done, the engineering has happened, and a great ship stands ready to depart into the heavens with an equally great crew of intrepid explorers and mighty leaders and great scientists who are prepared to represent Concordia Prime to the stars. These are not those people.
No, we are absolutely not. Nope.
I was going to say, who are you describing? Because it's not me.
So to put it in less poetic terms, we begin on a planet called Concordia Prime, which is interestingly made up of just about everything that isn't human. You'll have minotaurs and tabaxi and gif and any other borderline animal non-human race you can think of. For some reason, no humans here. Not a one.
In fact, none of our characters have ever seen a human being in their entire lives.
And now the fateful day of the first interstellar launch is ready to occur. The Higgins drive has been developed, which should theoretically provide the kind of speed and energy it would take to get to another system, which is orders and orders of magnitude more than it takes just to get to the next planet, and to be able to sustain that travel and its crew. And that's sort of where we're coming into the setting. Like I suggested, we're starting not with intended, trained, ready explorers, but normal people who we're going to be pretty quickly throwing into extraordinary circumstances. And honestly, let's see what happens. It's going to be really damn cool. We've taken ideas, we've bounced them off each other, we've developed a roadmap for things that are out there. We don't really know what's going to happen. So we're just going to, in true Hapless Heroes fashion, unleash our party on the unsuspecting universe, and plot comes out.
Pretty much.
And that made me want to play.
Well,
Like ruling.
the funny thing is, Seb, that's exactly what we're going to do. What's what we're about to do. The audience is good, next week when they listen to the show, it's going to be, we're playing. Thank you, Dave, for that, for the outline. I'm very excited, obviously. So I think I should have probably mentioned or gone more into detail, for the longest time, for those of you joining us who have not been with us all these years. One of the things that we tend to do and we advertise about our show is that, we've been doing the tandem DM thing for a long time, where we sort of use it as a creative exercise where one DM will essentially do a story arc from start to finish. And then at the end of that story arc, it gets handed off to the other DM. They, the former DM brings their character in, the other DM's character goes off and does something else. And we sort of just write off of where the other person left off. Well, this time around, we're going to be approaching that a little bit differently in that we're essentially opening up the DM floor and the storytelling, handing off the storytelling stick to whomever amongst us has a good idea for a story to tell, so that we can have many different party configurations. We could just play around with a lot more ideas and get some more voices telling stories, because I know amongst us, right, both our new cast members have some DM experience. I know Mike DM'd an episode in the past of the Hapless Heroes. Zach has yet to, and I'm excited to see what he comes up with for the first episode he DM'd.
Are you though? Are you?
Right.
I'm more frightened. I'm more frightened.
I'm so excited.
I may play frustrated when Zach says things, but truly, I because of the way that your mind works, Zach,
I do not believe for a second it's always play frustrated.
My mind how that would play out. Yeah, and I know it does, and it works in a very unique way.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you are. You are absolutely fine.
That when we get the Remembered Realms arc.
Oh God.
The Remembered Realms.
I guess we'll see. But so that's sort of the approach that we want to take. So Dave and I are going to help get things started off. He's going to do the first adventure. I'm going to do the second. And then from there, we might go back and forth for a bit. But if someone's got an idea, if they have if something they want to slot in, hey, I have an idea for the end of this. If you don't have anything planned, we're opening the floor to that. So expect to hear a lot of different people at the DM table, and we're going to just all different kinds of stories from, the silly to the strange. It's going to be really cool. But I think that before we start telling any of the stories, we have to figure out who are the actors in this story, huh? Obviously, we're going to meet Dave's character later, and I'd like to introduce that character when they are actually met. I think it would be fun to keep things under wraps for who Dave is. But let's go around the room and let's everybody just introduce who is your character and what is their average, who are they as this average Joe, as this level 0 character. So let's just go in the same order. I guess we introduce ourselves, and I'll go last.
Oh God, that means I'm first, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, we'll go in reverse order. So Zach.
I can go first. I was just preparing.
No, it's fine. I like putting Zach on the spot now. It's my turn. It's my turn.
Love that.
It's my turn. Zach, who are you playing and what do they do?
My name is Euclid Chornk, and I work underground, and I install and maintain subterranean infrastructure. And some time ago, I heard a loud explosion bang, and I searched through the rubble. There was rubble underground, I think. Yes. Something happened. Something crashed into the ground, which was above me, and it went underground, which is where I am, and then exploded. And then I searched through the rubble, and I found a little mushroom thing, and it has a face on it, and it is now my friend, and its name is Dee Dee.
Dee Dee?
Yeah.
Like just 2 D's, or like DIDI or DEDE?
I haven't spelled it out yet. I haven't had to write it. There's no veterinary services for this mushroom thing that I've found yet. So I've not written a letter about it to anyone. I've not made a name tag for it because it has not gone to any parties yet.
Fantastic.
But it lives within me because I have a crevasse.
You're gonna.
Who's that laughing? Anyway, I have a crevasse in my abdomen, and it is a hollowed out portion of my abdomen, and I built it a little room where it sits, a room of its own. It's a myconid. That's the mushroom thing. That's the race that it is. That's the monster thing that it is. It's a myconid, and it's
You know
really
that it's a
cute.
myconid, but not whether or not you're gonna give it a full DEEDEE.
I have a book. I have a book for some reason. It has a picture of it. Right. I can have a book of that, right, Dave?
Well, is this the only one, or would this be found somewhere also?
It's the only one I know of from my character, from my perspective, my point of view, and my experience.
The book is just a drawing that he made of it.
Oh, yeah. If you made a book, then yes.
Its name is
Again, no
DD.
writing the name.
Roll
I didn't
performance.
write the name, but I wrote the word myconid. It just came to me somehow.
Yes, in a dream.
And now I have a little couch for it in my abdomen, and it has a floor lamp, and I'm in search of an area rug.
Like, is it a futon or one of
No,
the
it has a
pull-out-
couch.
It's a little
Yeah.
mini couch. Like what's like a
just
tiny
sits-
furniture?
It twiddles its little myconid thumbs. It's very cute and nice in there. And it has a floor lamp, and it needs an area rug.
I believe, doesn't it also have a picture of a boat? Wasn't that? I think that was mentioned before.
Why not?
Sure. Did we describe what your character looks like? Did you get into that at all, or?
No, my character is. I got immediately distracted by the myconid because it is a recent discovery, and it's consuming my attention. But I am Euclid. I am a Earth Genasi, and I am rocky in appearance. I am medium in size, and I have a craggy, rocky appearance that is accented by purple amethyst-looking crystals, and they jut out from my shoulders, and they jut out from my brow, and they're really cool looking.
Awesome.
Oh my god!
Thank you for sharing, Zach. Let's go on. Let's move on. Let's see
Also,
what else
I
we
wear
got.
corduroy pants,
Of course you do.
Very important.
Absolutely.
Very important.
no shirt,
No
corduroy
shirt,
pants.
just corduroy pants.
Oh, and there is like a silvery kind of metallic door that covers the hole in my abdomen.
Where your myconid familiar or friend lives.
DD.
Dee.
DD.
Where Dee lives.
Unknown
right.
spelling.
That's fantastic. All right.
DD of unknown spelling.
Moving on. Seb.
Oh, yeah?
Who are you? Who are you playing? Who are you going to be playing?
They're making me do one of these things. I guess the microphone right here. Is this loud enough? Oh, about from my mouth. Oh, sorry. All right. Name's Chum Daloom. I guess I'm not saying that. Tiny? That's my size? Tiny? All right. Apparently I'm tiny. I'm
Somebody just hand him a
Hadazi.
card.
Yeah, it's terrible spelling. What's a myco? What the fuck is that? Oh, the last guy. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, I'm a plumber. I sound like I'm from city in the real world because I have no creativity. And I'm really excited to be here on this crew. I'm really excited to meet all the interesting people. And my main character motivation is not being poor.
That's well and good, Chum. What are you though?
Hadazi. I say that.
No.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, so I look like a monkey for the people in the real world.
More specifically, what kind of monkey?
I can't say it. You know I can't say it. Don't
just
make
give
me
it. Just
say
give
it.
it. Just give it a try for the people.
Capuchin? A capuchin? I'm a kombuchin. Ace Ventura.
The Ace Ventura monkey. There you go.
That's the best thing.
Yeah, we house ruled that he could be a tiny character. We're going to have some disadvantages that imposes, but at the same time, his character stat rolls really kind of fit already, so it's fantastic.
Yeah, so don't expect me to be too good at anything, but if you need me to plunge or give birth to a plasmoid, here's my card.
Capuchin.
Sorry, hold on. I'm sorry. Who did the pronunciation of capuchin? Where did that come from? Who said that?
Capuchin.
It's what the hell is it?
Capuchin?
Capuchin.
I thought that was Craig.
Capiche? Capuchin?
Wait, here it is. Here it is slow. Here it is slow. Ready?
Capuchin.
Weirdly enough, that actually made it worse.
Anyways, what do you do, Chun?
I'm a plumber. Basically, when I discovered that you could come to Concordia and you could, get an education and live a life not too poor, you get to have a house and whatnot. So I said, fuck all that, and I'm gonna do some blue collar hard work. But then I got to Concordia and I realized I'm actually not too good at a lot of things. But I can fix some things, and those things happen to be pipes. And what I happen to be good at was shit. So that's me, and I hope I'm getting paid for this interview.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But before then, let's just get to, let's go ahead. I guess we'll move on. I think we know what you look like. We know what you do.
Yeah.
All right, we hit all the things.
All right.
Yeah. Michael.
Hello.
Who are you gracing? What character are you gracing us with this campaign? Is it? It's not another Quinn clone, is it? Like, are you right? Are you playing someone different this time?
Sure.
Oh.
No, yeah, I'm playing somebody different. I'm trying to internalize his voice right now because he's a minotaur. So trying to give that gruff kind of voice. My name is Brunner Blitzboar. Yeah, I am really excited to learn more about my surroundings. I just want to get away from the norm and the military and the wars and all of that. My family is just very, very much about the military and being strong and butch, and I'm just not butch. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want to learn more about other things.
Seems like a very sustainable voice that won't fatigue your vocal cords at all.
Yeah,
not
definitely.
at all. Not at all.
Also, that's just a long-winded way of saying you are unemployed.
I'm an adventurer. Exploring options.
You're unemployed.
I am finding my way.
Unemployed.
I can do things.
Okay, cool.
Sure you can, bud.
Cool.
DoorDash, for example. No. So my family wants me to be in the military and be big and strong. I mean, I am big and strong, but I want to be more than that. I want to be something bigger. You know what I mean by that.
Like philosophically bigger. No,
yeah, philosophically
bigger.
No, I mean, I'm already big. I mean, I don't need to be any bigger.
It's a lot of bull.
I like to explore things. So I like to like draw maps and find new places and explore new bars and drink beer and do all sorts of crazy things.
You just sound like an unemployed college bro, and that's
I am not unemployed.
I'm not in college.
We're running with this narrative now.
And the best part is, I do wear a backpack.
Of course you do.
I mean, all my belongings have to fit in one space, right?
Sure they do.
So you're homeless too?
What?
I am finding my way.
He lives with his parents.
He wears practical, loose-fitting garments made of natural fibers.
It's actually pretty amazing. Most people are very, very welcoming, of a huge minotaur into their home. And I do couch surfing most of the time.
Couch surfing?
Yes.
I absolutely love this for your character. So we talked about a lot of our characters beforehand, but this is a detail that we are all learning this right now.
This is me just playing up on things now at this point.
I absolutely. Yes, and Michael, hell yeah.
Yeah, so I find different places to explore and learn new things. I'm very excited to find new friends and be part of something great.
I'm so excited for you. I hope I hope that you're able to get all that life experience that you really need, and maybe find a job too.
Just because I have horns doesn't mean they're sharp.
You do wear like a hippie poncho, though, right?
I was gonna say, like, describe what does
for sure.
What does Brunner look like?
So he's quite a beefy beast of a man. So Brunner, what is his last name? Blitzboar. Brunner Blitzboar. He wears kind of like I wouldn't say poncho, but I guess that's like the best way to describe it. It's kind of just like a very like kind of colorful like overshirt. He's
like tie-dye.
I would say that tie-dye would be a very close. It's more like drippy. Like it looks like the colors just kind of blend together. It's actually quite comfortable. And he's big, broad. He's red. He's got very large horns. He hates when people are afraid of him. Because people do not necessarily think that he's going to be a nice person, but he tries with all his might to be a good person. He's got kind of tight, I would say like maybe 3/4 pants. So he shows off his badunkadunk a little bit, which is great for him.
Nice.
He's got a big backpack, and he pretty much walks around. He doesn't wear any boots or shoes or anything like that.
Does he have the stereotypical like septum ring that like most like bulls have, or is he missing
the
that?
tramp stamp of the bulls?
Yeah.
So he doesn't wear it because like he has like one of the ones that like you can unhook.
Sure.
Because it's in his family, it's a symbol of pride, but because he's trying to separate himself and rebel, he doesn't wear it. So instead of, how most people rebel and get piercings, he rebels by
not wearing the piercing. Love
exactly.
That. Absolutely love that. Yes, hell yeah.
Just out of personal interest, what are his opinions on hacky sack, jam bands, and or scrolls of calm emotions?
Let's just say he is very much in tune with his natural, in tune with nature. I'll put it that way.
You got the space drugs.
Oh, so he stinks too.
You know,
He has a natural scent.
he's a social kind of guy. So, you know,
He has, very natural scent. Fantastic. Thank you, Michael. I am very excited for us to all get to know your character a little bit better and see what kind of
I'm excited to get to know my character better too.
He grows through. Lewis, hey.
Hello.
Who you got for us? What do you got for us?
So do I have to do the voice too?
Everyone else is doing it.
You can do whatever you want, though.
That's why I didn't want to go first. I didn't want to have to make that call.
I loved
Thanks,
it.
Zach.
I suppose we can do voice. My name is Lev, and that is Lev Zangiv. I am currently living in south side of Concordia with my two children, Nikita and Uliana, and we are, a good family, happy family. I go to work every day that I'm able to support them, and you can find me at your local pleasure floor, where your floor is our pleasure. And
I was gonna say, what? Wait, what? What's a pleasure floor,
Bro, I've been this the whole time.
I mean,
Doom often goes there.
It's just a flooring franchise.
I mean, you need.
What is it and how much does it
You need
cost?
rug.
Right.
We have rug. We have carpet. We have all kind of.
Is there a happy ending rug?
Yes, you will be happy at every end of rug. You'll be very, very pleased. You'll be like, this is greatest thing between toes I've ever felt. Or money back, I suppose, if that is what you really want.
Choom shops here often.
This is hilarious.
I am Thrycreen, I believe is how you would say it. It is like insect, but not the thin one. I'm quite large at 6'6", 330 Concordian pounds, and medium creature, I suppose. I think that still constitutes as a medium creature, right? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
sure
for
does.
sure.
I think
It's
large is what,
10
like 8 feet? 9
8 feet,
Yeah.
probably more like. It's like
Anyways.
Goliaths are about that tall, right? Yeah.
So I guess Brunner should stop saying I'm going to squash you like a bug, because clearly you're bigger than me.
My
He's an anthropomorphized bug.
the image in my head is so I'm not really like the traditional. I am not like Ant-Man. I am more like Beetle Man, and I have big horn from top of head where eyes sit underneath, big beard. I don't have time to shave in the morning. I have things to do otherwise. My shell is now kind of old black with green spots on side. I have 4 arms like most everyone. I mean, of my kind, I imagine myself, I look like, what did we say, Fran?
Like the cartoon version of like Kingpin, like from
right,
like the
with
animated
head
like
and middle.
Spider-Man
I am
or
like that,
yes. Yeah, but with like a horn, like just like
Right.
the big stocky body,
And
the
you said
tiny
a
head.
beard. I just had an existential crisis imagining what a bug with a beard would look like.
Well,
It is-
imagine it.
I mean,
I'm trying.
It is right here under chin, Monkey Man. You will see it right here. It's hard to miss. It is middle of face,
And was carpet salesman your job all the time, Lev, or
Nah.
did you do anything before for this? Or?
No, prior.
No. Uh-huh.
No, it was not my dream to sell carpet ever. Before I was entertainer in ring. The Red Horn, terror of the top rope. I was a part of the turnbuckle slaughter of 77. But my wife, Anastasia, she fell to a disease, shell disease. And it is hard to take care of 2 children with a heel's pay. So I take job at Pleasure Floor. where your floor is our pleasure.
It's honorable. It's honorable. Taking a normal job to just make ends meet, to just make sure you can take care of your kids. Yeah, very honorable.
So many questions, but I'll wait. I'm gonna wait to ask in game.
Oh, we could explore those in game, baby. This is that is just there is just so much to milk from that character. Not literally, but
you don't milk a bug.
We all look at
make milk.
I do not think I have
beetle milk does not sound like it tastes good.
No, probably not. But listen, to each their own. Not gonna yuck anyone's yums.
Does a beetle not have nipples?
I do not know yet. I have not checked.
We don't even have nipples.
So something we'll learn later, I suppose. Thank you, Lou, for sharing. Very excited to get to know your character better.
Yeah, we need to explore Lou's character's body a little bit further.
I will explore it on my own time. Thank you. I do not need prying eyes.
John, who are you playing? What are you bringing to the table here? Who is your character? What do they do, and what do they look like?
Yes,
and do they have nipples?
Jam does not have nipples. He is a penguin, a doa, and he has purple feathers. He's small on the smaller side, and he's a janitor.
Are you talking in third person?
Yeah,
I guess.
Well, you're using the voice, but saying he.
Yeah. So is that canonical now, where you refer to yourself as Jam forever?
I think it would be great if you did your best to refer to yourself as in the third person as often as possible.
Jam doesn't like that.
Now, is that just a Jam thing, or do all Doar only speak in the third person?
Oh my God.
We can establish that.
Most Doa communicate through telepathy.
Oh.
There it is.
That would make it even weirder to refer themselves in the third. I'm sorry.
Well, no, because that does make sense, because they would have to acknowledge who's speaking, right?
Right.
That's
in the
true.
telepathy.
Yeah.
So they would have to always talk in third person.
Right. Jam says this. Jam says
It
this.
makes sense.
Right? Because like when we message each other, right, our name pops up every time.
That's true. This is just mental instant messaging.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. That's perfect. Well, John, sorry, we've now forced this constraint upon you. So good luck the rest of this campaign, my guy.
But yes, Jam got tired of living in the cold and moved to more tropical climes.
Yes, because a penguin hates being cold typically, right? Penguin people really, really hate.
It got old.
And not cold.
I see. What does Jam do now that he's escaped to warmer climates?
Currently employed as a janitor.
Fellow sanitation worker. You probably know.
The union?
I've never met this man in my life.
I see.
That's nice. We've met like 7 times, but that's fine.
Excellent.
My feelings aren't hurt.
Any other details we should know about Jam?
Nothing offhand.
just a simple janitor.
I think you probably tell. I don't know if you got into it. What a Doar actually is.
I said penguin. Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, they're essentially anthropomorphized penguins. If you haven't caught on to the theme right by now, many of these character species that we are playing are essentially anthropomorphized members of the animal kingdom of in some way, except for the Rock. At least thus far. Well, thank you, Jam, for sharing. I'm sure we'll get to know you a lot better as the story continues. But before, until then, we have another character introduced, and that's Nicole's character. Nicole, hi. Who are you?
Hello, everyone. My name is Glorb Glub. I am a plasmoid, size medium, type ooze, and I teach kindergarten.
I see. That's wonderful, Glorb. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? What do you look like?
I'm a plasmoid. I look like ooze.
I see.
I'm blue, and I'm gooey, and I can do this, and this.
That's disgusting.
Wait, what are they doing?
Just leave it up to imagination.
It's
that's
arms.
horrible.
No, I don't.
Oh, God.
You have to guess from the ASMR. I can't. I don't know what else to tell you.
All right.
Oh, someone's gonna do something horrible with that.
Going into shapes. I imagined like an umbrella shape emerging. And
You can
then
see
the
through me?
second schloop was glurp glub glub, like pancaking on the ground and then making the shape of like a wide shag carpet.
Fun factoid, that's pretty much how plasmoids sleep. They just kind of become goo.
Oh.
Nice.
I'm always
Like Odo?
goo.
Sorry. Like, yeah, like just,
Like
yeah,
a blob.
yeah, just like a
Puddle.
blob.
You
Kind
have
of like
a
more
special
like
sleeping
a
bucket?
rock, but like ooze.
Oh, I feel like one of us is gonna slip on him at some point.
It's totally
Them.
gonna happen.
Them.
Ooze has no gender.
I'm just Glorp.
Just Chlorp.
I'm imagining
just
that.
I
Man,
have no nipples.
what's that hand? Nice.
Or a belly button, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but you have
Damn.
waist pores.
I do have waist pores. I don't like to talk about my waist pores.
Sorry.
Zach's face when you said waist pores.
Asking somebody about their butthole. Come on.
No?
Waist pores.
I don't keep my butt on my butt. I keep my butt on my feet.
Oh,
Waist pores is in the top rankings of this disgusting things we've said during this episode so far.
That's canon though. That is canon.
Yeah.
For
Waist
plasmoids.
pores.
They have
Wait,
pores.
does a plasmoid have nipples or is it just waist pores?
They do not have nipples. They have waist pores and taste pores. I keep them in different
Cool.
places.
Yeah.
Sorry.
To avoid
I keep them
confusion.
in different places. My taste pores are on my hands right now.
Oh man, that's shaking hands just changed a lot.
Plasmoids essentially speak by like creating like, airways within them and forcing, like sucking air in and forcing it out to make sounds, like, because they are just ooze.
This is really just a big wheeze.
Talking is painful.
Holy shit. Oh God. So good.
It's not really painful. Think of it like a balloon.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
Well, Glorp, is there anything else you'd like us to know about you?
I respect all creatures and hope that all of the other creatures I meet on this adventure will respect me as well, and my lack of bones.
Is that a sore subject for you or something? Or
No, I don't have bones, and I like to teach my students to respect both my lack of bones and everyone else's differences.
that's wonderful. That's really wonderful, Glorp.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. I have to follow that up. I should have had Nicole go last because I'm playing a GIF. His name is Percival. Percival Flodhest. He is just boisterous and good-natured. He just always wants to be, carousing with the best, learning all the techniques. He's just a very, very proud GIF. In the nature of his people and their connection with, things larger than themselves. He found himself a job manufacturing bits and bobs for the Intergalactic Arcane Initiative, which is, just the initiative that's sending our people to space for the first time. It's quite exciting. I don't possess the talents to travel to space myself, but I worked tangentially on the project. Helped make some small working parts and things. I know my way around a toolkit is all I have to say. But I'm just here to showcase my talents and hopefully make my way up the Technicians Guild and really make a name for myself in the things that I get to create. But right now, I'm still learning. Very, very much just taking in all the things around me and just searching for greatness. Yes.
You're also unemployed?
No, I'm employed. I'm a union job, my friend. Really.
Oh, you're union?
Yeah. I just make little parts, like little bits and bobs.
My guy!
Yeah, hey, I don't. Who is this man who's talking to me? Anyways, I'm sure you're a great time. We'll have to hang out sometime later. I'm doing an interview right now. Sorry.
And how many nipples do GIF have?
I suspect it's just like any other anthropomorphized hippo, which is 2.
Good enough. Back to you.
And yeah, so like he essentially looks like, gigantic hippo person.
Did your voice go up just then? Because you were
I'm describing him as
Francesco.
I'm describing him as Francesco. And apparently
we got a confirmation from Nicole that the gift definitely have 2 nipples.
Thank you, Nicole.
Oh my God, they're the only mammal that give pink milk.
What?
Well, we learned something new today. Let's maybe not make this the milk episode. We're just trying to introduce the campaign characters.
The nipple episode.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is the nipple episode.
Oh, no.
I'm Googling pink hippo milk right now.
Episode 0, the nipple episode.
No. Veto.
It is drinkable and safe.
But
so.
anyways,
This is just getting better.
if I were to describe Percival, now that we already know what his nipples situation is,
And what color milk? And what color milk?
I
they
don't.
give?
Well, he doesn't. He's a dude. But you never know. I guess maybe in this universe, we're making everything up. He could, but we won't know until
He does. It's
it
canon.
comes up. No, it
We're gonna
does. No,
have to try.
I refuse. This is my character. You can't tell me what my character. No, I'm just kidding. But he just looks like essentially an anthropomorphized hippo. He's got big sausage fingers. He's got, he's a bit portly. He's got like a big belly, that kind of sticks out. So like whenever he's talking, he's proudly sticking it out whenever he's speaking, because he's just always like very boisterous, very just fills a room when he speaks. He has a curly mustache that it's just his whiskers that he's like twisted together, gelled up, and then curled them up into like a mustache in front of his face, obviously with a gap in the center under his nose. And he wears like a little monocle that has like a little zoom function on it, where different it's the future, right? So it's got he just got this little monocle just to look at fine details of things he's often working on, like small parts and things of that nature.
Run of the mill future monocle.
Exactly, monocle, mustache, and always very impeccably dressed.
Waistcoat.
Looking for any excuse to dress up, but it's pretty clear that his sense of fashion is definitely at least like a century behind everybody else. Yeah,
is this hippo wearing a top hat by any chance?
He does not wear a top hat, but given the opportunity or the proper haberdashery, possibly.
Hmm.
And that's Percival. And that's our cast, really.
Silk pasties on Percival?
No, he wears appropriate clothes.
So the real important thing that we've discovered is that there are more team nipples than team not nipples.
We need to stop with the nipple talk, I think, and just in general is really what we've learned.
I don't know if we've confirmed everyone.
I don't need to. We don't need to.
Earlier.
We just don't need to.
Let's review.
We just don't need
let's
to.
go. Let's go back.
I have decided that I don't
have
have
Genasi has nipples.
Hard cut.
nipples.
That's our campaign, or that's who our characters be. That's kind of
That's the end of season 2. Thank you, everybody.
That's it. It's over. We did it. So good job. Stay tuned for season 3.
Just quit.
Stay tuned for season 3. Coming never. No, I'm just kidding. We're excited to share this with you. We're really excited to jump into this. I can't wait to start playing through whatever Dave has prepared. There's been a lot of secrecy around this, so I genuinely have no idea how anything's going to go. I'm just excited
we've got a couple things to tweak in this nipple campaign.
But until then, I'm just going to go ahead and outro the show the way that, we've always been doing it since the beginning, and for the most part. And I'm just going to say, hey, if you like us, we would love it if you found us on the internet. We have a link tree. It is also linked on our Instagram, which is just @HaplessHeroes, but it's also just linktree/HaplessHeroes. Find us on there. You can find where we are all over the internet there. We encourage you to join our Discord server, which is part of that. It's where we really hang out most of the time, engage with our audience, and just, have our own little mini community set up in there. It's been pretty fantastic, engaging with everybody in there. We encourage you to be part of the conversation.
The Discord is lit.
It's lit. And we're doing something different this season. I actually, by the time this episode airs, there's actually going to be a forum for season 2 chat where we're going to create a new post every time an episode drops, and that way we can, instead of having to deal with spoiler tags and all that stuff, we could just contain all the episode discussion to the respective things. You can just search in that channel and pick the episode you want to talk about, and if the episode exists, there will be a conversation there for it, so that we don't have to be policing spoiler tags as much. It'll be choice. Other than that, we'd love it if you left us a 5-star review or rating on the podcast service of your choice. Those things help us just kind of grow in the ranks, get more visibility, get more people listening to the show. Or if you just want to say some nice things about us, we like to read those things. It's kind of nice when y'all do that. And, typically during the course of a season, like we'll read some of the nice things you say about us. We find a review or whatever. We also have a 5-star channel in that aforementioned Discord server where you can say some nice things about us. And, we'll read those things on the air and whatnot, which, we will start doing as soon as the campaign starts. I think we have a few in there that we've queued up, so I'm excited to, shout some people out. And yeah, if you have something nice to say, that's the wind in our sails, baby. We just want to hear from you. So, we'd encourage you to reach out or leave a review. But if you really, really, really like us, you could donate to us on Patreon. It's just patreon.com/haplessheroes. Got a whole bunch of stuff at the $5 reward tier. We're working on adding more, including some free merch and things like that come along with, a 3-month membership or more. We're just trying to take advantage of some of the other features that are in there and just add more stuff. We also typically do like some between 2 episodes and some bonus content, whether it's bloopers and all those things. All that can be found on our Patreon. Pick the level that feels right to you, and it just helps us keep the lights on, honestly, and keep making this show what it is. So for those of you who have been supporting us, thank you. For those of you who may want to support us in the future, we hope you do. We hope you find something that you like, and we hope we deliver on that. And then that's it.
And if you like us, Sorry to interrupt you, Fran. What were you just about to say about your character's
Please,
nipples?
just do your thing. Do the thing that you do.
If you like us right now, you like us, Sally Field and the whole deal. Make up the name of a dirty little body part for one of our characters to have. And what it does.
No, don't actually do. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear it.
The fan fiction alone.
No, I don't. No, please.
And then, all right, then write it down, and then
mail it to Fran.
Seal it in an envelope, and then bury it in a time capsule to be uncovered in 100 years, and then send it to Fran.
Perfect. That's that. We'll take
We'll
that
all
one.
be dead.
Maybe.
That's the real trick.
Yep. There you go. Fantastic. Well, I guess there's nothing left for me to do besides outro this cast for you before we hand the reins off to Dave. So, starting, I guess, in the order that we were introduced, to my right is Nicole, playing Glorp. Glup Glup.
Thanks, everyone. It's been a real teat.
John as Jam Jam.
Until next time.
Lewis as Lev Zangief.
Bye-bye.
Mike as Brunner Blitzbor.
So long.
Seb as Choom Daloom.
They have to give us 5 stars because we showed them our nipples.
Dave as our future DM.
Good night, everyone.
And Zach as Euclid Chork.
This was really the best time ever.
And I'm Francesco. I've been your host for the last time. I will be returning as Percival. We will see you next week. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.